All right, so here's something that I do as a copywriter all the time, and I learned this the hard way, is that before I send out any copy, like I work really hard on my copy, and I keep writing draft after draft before I send it to the client. But when I'm ready to send it to the client, and I always give myself some leeway, some wiggle room for this, is I always step back and think, hang on, is there some way in which I can make this a bit stronger, a bit more powerful? And the reason is like when you get into copy, you kind of get, particularly when you get started and you've got your headline or opening paragraph to an email or something, you get kind of wedded to it. Like you begin to kind of fall in love with your own work, and you can get it to a point where you think, oh, that's great, and you send it off. But if you'd paused and you'd put it aside and maybe left it overnight and then come back with a really objective, critical eye, like imagine you are the worst client in the world looking at what you've written, and try and maintain that objective, critical eye and say, hey, where in this email, this sales letter, whatever it is, where perhaps could I increase the power, or the power of the hook, or the power of the offer, or just the power of the opening paragraph? Are the places where I can make this better? And I tell you, certainly for me, I've been doing this for over 35 years, copywriting. And even today, the answer is always yes. If I pause before I send something and I ask myself, have I missed an opportunity to make this stronger in some way? I have always missed something, every single time. So that is a great trick as far as I'm concerned. Not really a trick, but just a process, a way of working, is that you don't wait until the last minute of the deadline. Give yourself get it done a day, or maybe you only have 2 hours in advance, but make this a formal part of the process. Step back, put on your kind of objective spectacles, and ask yourself, is there anything here where I could actually make it stronger and more powerful? And like I say, for me, 100% of the time, the answer is yes. I always find something, and I probably miss one or two other things. But try that. I think it'll work for you.